Hello everyone, my name is Nilsor and welcome to my vault. Today on Fallout New Vegas 101 we are going to take care of the last two quests of the Dead Money DLC and talk about the different endings. It is a quest to deal with Christine, who had been locked up in Veraki's suite. Depending on how you've treated her before, you will either have to kill or persuade her to help you. Go to the executive suites. Go on the left and follow this path to get to a laundry room. In there, disable the radio. Use this computer to open the emergency door. The other terminal, which is easy locked, will allow you to disable the hallway speakers. Take the key next to the first computer to open the door next to it. Now follow this path. In this room will be an average lock terminal which will allow you to make the security holograms friendly. If you can't hack it, you will simply have to run quickly when you meet these holograms. Follow this path to get to this security passcode. Then follow this path to open the kitchen's emergency door to make your whereabouts easier. Now go through here to go to Veraki's suite. There, Christine will wait for you in the bedroom. She will speak to you to tell her story, including how her voice is now the same as Veraki's, which is the only voice able to make the elevator leading to the Sierra Madre's vault open by using a vocal password. After that, there will be two ways that this encounter can go. If you treated her badly, she will set on the proximity emitters on both your collars, making your head blown off unless you kill her. During dialogue, if you pass a first speech check at 75 and then an explosive check at 35 or science check at 75, to then tell her that she is using tactics reminding of Elijah, she will turn off the proximity emitter. After her death, you will have to run away from the executive suites through here. If you treated her well, she will give you Vera's key, which unlocks her drawer with some loot in it. In any case, you will need to go back to the lobby's receptionist computer to take the different Veraki's song samples to be able to complete the password sentence. Go back to Vera's suite. You can open the elevator by playing the Pip-Boy near it, or ask Christine to open it for you. She will also inform you that she will leave this floor to avoid Elijah setting off her collar. You are now about to finally get to the vault and deal with Father Elijah. Once down the elevator, you will have to navigate through various corridors and catwalks while remaining aware of speakers and holograms. Follow this path. In this room will be 3 security holograms. You will need to play around with their patrol orders to be able to go through. First, go here to set this hologram to the water patrol. Then go to this terminal to set another hologram to the computer patrol. Go to the third terminal through here by making sure that no hologram is in the way. Turn the alarms off with it. Before venturing forth, you might find useful to loot the vault turret security password. To do so, go back to the first terminal and reset it to the terminal patrol. Now follow this path to get to the password. Reverse your step to reset the hologram to Water Patrol. Then go back to the third terminal. Set the alternative route patrol. When the holograms are out of the way, make your way to this terminal to turn off all remaining security. Then you can finally reach the vault. The door will seal right after you've entered, but it will open again later. Various objects will be in the vault, but the most valuable are the gold bars, worth more than 10,000 caps each, but weighing 35 pounds individually, for a total of 1,295 pounds for the 37 bars. Once you are ready for the DLC Final Act, turn off the security measures with this terminal. Then log on the Vault computer to read the Vera Keys file. If you read the folders named Sinclair's personal accounts, you will be blocked inside the Vault forever, leading to your death. To avoid that, read only the Vera entry. After that, Father Elijah will initiate contact with you and reveal his plan to use all the Sierra Madre has to offer to make his idea of a new world possible. If you have a negative reputation with the NCR and have talked about him with Veronica, you will be able to ally with him, although the game will consider it a game over and will load the autosave before you turn on the computer. Otherwise, you will need to convince him to come down to the vault. To do so, when the subject of him coming down is available, you will have to pass several skill checks at 75. If you told him that you would cooperate and have no interest in the Sierra Madre, he will come down but stay behind the force field outside. He will talk to you, activate the security turrets and attack you. If you told him that you'll destroy the vault, only want to leave or take its secrets for yourself, Elijah will come down and walk towards inside the vault. If you attack him, you can turn the turrets against him by using this terminal inside the vault after he activated them. You will either need 100 in science or the password looted in the security holograms room earlier. If you can't to turn them off, just shut the generator next to the terminal. If you want to sneak past him, go hide here outside the vault until he comes in. This will trigger the trap and seal Father Elijah in it forever. Whether you killed him or sneak past him, your caller will be activated. You will have to backtrack your steps quickly to the elevator to get away from here. Once it is done, you will be teleported to the villa with your collar being removed, allowing you to explore the city however you like. but once you exit the villa to the abandoned Brotherhood of Steel bunker, you won't be able to come back and the endings will roll. Once you are back inside the bunker, your previous equipment will be given back to you when you reach the exit. Note that there is a tape from Elijah for Veronica inside this computer. Bring it to her. If you make her open it in front of you, you can either allow her to hear it, which will make her gain a perk enhancing her fighting skill, or you can keep it to yourself to enhance your own melee weapon's critical damage. In the end, the Sierra Madre and its legend remained. Tales of its treasures, deadly clouds, and ghosts hunting it still spread throughout the wasteland. Your companions' endings, on the other hand, will vary upon if they are alive or not, and what personality of Dog and God remained. If they died, on the moment of his demise, Dog was frightened, God was furious, even though he would no longer have to watch over him. But when life faded, the wall between the two personalities disappeared, and they realized that all along there were two sides of the same coin. Like he did on his first try to rob the casino, Dean underestimated the strength of his accomplice. When the courier finally left the Sierra Madre, all that remained of the old world singer was his hologram in the Tampico theater, singing silently to an empty room. Unable to let go of her obsession to track down Elijah, Christine ultimately died before being able to consider what had driven her to accept the mission in the first place. If they remained alive. If Dog remains the only personality, finally free of God's control, he wandered in the wasteland. There, some small communities, which included humans, dogs and Bryams, began disappearing, like if they were hit by some viciously hungry wild creature. If God remained the only personality, finally free of Dog and Elijah, he took control of not only his mind but also his body. After healing himself, he departed from the Sierra Madre into the wasteland to find others like him, spreading the word about the courier who freed him. If Dog and God merge, when the courier brought into the light the mutual need for each other of God and Dog, the result was the merging of the two into a new personality. This new person forgot about his time in the Sierra Madre as well as the courier until he heard about the Battle of the Divide. He prayed that the courier that had saved him had been saved in return. Free of his movement, Dean explored the villa, which doors opened to him thanks to the computers still recognizing him as a guest. This is how he stumbled upon Sinclair's last words to Vera, saying how he wasn't blaming her anymore and understood how much strength it must have taken her to confess to him. Dean felt strangely sad about it, maybe because he knew Vera never got the message before she killed herself and died thinking Sinclair was still mad at her. Nevertheless, Dean departed from the Sierra Madre to head towards what used to be Vegas, the promising land filled with casinos and lights from where the courier came from. Her mission done, Christine stayed in the Sierra Madre as its warden. The ghost people starting seeing her as an hologram, remaining silent when she walked among them. She did remember the courier from time to time, especially when she heard about the Battle of the Divide. There is also two alternate endings. If the courier concluded an alliance with Elijah, several years after the two allied, a red cloud started to roll towards the Mojave, cutting in from the New California Republic. When the modified Repcon rocket struck Hoover Dam and stories of ghosts shooting lasers and immune to fire started to spread, the NCR and the Legion turned away from it, saying it was cursed. In the following years, communities across the West started to die due to the cloud being carried by the wind. Only two figures remained alive in the heart of the cloud at the Sierra Madre, waiting for their new world to begin again. If the courier was trapped inside the Sierra Madre's vault, doomed by greed, the courier died within the vault. The casino later on created a new hologram of this new deceased, who was supposed to be an homage intended for another. On the next video, we are going to talk about the history of each companions and do a character analysis of each one. Thank you for watching, and see you later.